A very big hello to my Chutku champions out there. I hope my Bacha Party is doing absolutely great. Well, I also know there are some of us who are not that happy because our midterm examination or the half-yearly examination results didn't go that well, and our scorecards are finally here, our parents are not happy, and so are we. So in this situation, should you be just sad? No, you should be working hard for what? The next thing that comes up, which is our pre-board examination. So ma'am, I worked really hard for half-yearly, still I didn't get marks here, and you want me to work really hard for pre-boards as well and still be disappointed? The answer is no, and I'll tell you why with the help of a kutti story. Okay, so there's a chota story out there. Listen to me carefully. So there was once this girl whose name was Meera. And Meera used to go to gardens. She used to be fascinated seeing the flowers out there. She used to love the plants, okay, because it was a wonderful view. So once she went to her parents and said that, Mummy, can I have one such plant for myself? I'll take care of it. I'll make sure that it grows and gives me that beautiful little flowers out there. Her parents immediately agreed, okay, and gave her a very cute pot out there. She was so excited, and you know what she did? She used to water it every now and then. She used to put her 100% efforts into taking care of this particular plant. But the problem was, she used to water it every single now and then, thinking that the plant needs more amount of water. And you know what happened one day? The plant, it drooped. And she was all frustrated. She was like, I put in my 100% into taking care of this plant, and this is what I get, the plant died. Now, there was no way that someone could tell her that, no, it's okay, it's okay. But then, her mom made the entry into this particular picture. Her mom said one very important thing, and you need to listen to this. Okay, what she said was this: sometimes you do not need to do more. You need to do the right thing out there. So yes, watering the plant is important, but you cannot do it every now and then. You should do it when it's right to do, right? In the morning, in the evening, that's all. The same goes with you guys as well. You might have put in 100% efforts, such as instead of just referring to NCERT, you studied the whole other reference books out there. You took out a lot of your time. You didn't sleep at all, and you prepared. But you need to understand, whatever you did, was it just more or was it right? So instead of referring to all these books, if at all you have just studied the NCERT properly and probably taken help of some one-shot videos or one reference book, it would have been still fine. You would have saved a lot of your time. So that's the thing, my dear children. There are so many small things that we do, and we do not realize that that's a mistake. And I do not want you to do these mistakes again. You know, when does a mistake actually become a mistake? When you keep on doing it. The first time we're doing it, it's a trial and error method. But again, if at all we do not realize that it's a mistake that we did, and we keep on doing it, that's when it's an actual mistake, a big mistake out there. And we are not here to do that, right? And I'm going to tell you what are those things that you can do to make your pre-boards really, really good, to score the best, and I'm pretty sure you will definitely do it. Right? And before I go ahead, if at all you think that this small story have helped you in some ways, and if you want to hear more stories in every single video out there, what you have to do, click on the subscribe button right now, and also click on the like button, and let me know in the comment section, was the story good, was the story bad, are you able to relate to it? Okay, are you someone who gave your midterm examination and you were sad about it, but now you have got that instant motivation that yes ma'am, I'll definitely do it. So the first thing that, my dear children, that you have to do is, you need to understand that why you scored less. If at all you scored 33% in your examination in one particular subject, okay, 33%, it's not your marks. This is what? Your efforts. Probably you would have just put 33% of your efforts into that. And there is a very small quote that I found, and I feel it's really, really good. You can relate to it. Your results show how much you tried, not how much you are capable of. So your capacity is not imaginable, my dear children. You all are immensely talented. The percentage of this shows that how much you have tried. you can obviously give more to it, and one day it would be what? Reaching to the 100% out there. Have that belief in yourselves. Okay? Now, I'll talk about the mistakes that probably you might have done and the mistakes that you should be avoiding. The first mistake, studying only a few days before examination. Don't do that. What happens? Because you have a panicky situation when it's exam. You try to study this, you study that, and we will forget all of it together, because our brain, whenever it studies new, it tries to remember that, and we tend to forget the older things out there. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to start preparing a bit earlier, my dear children. We have to do it that way. Otherwise, what will happen? You might end up getting panicked on that particular day. So what's the best way of dealing with this? Challenge yourself every single day. I am going to cover at least 2 chapters today. That should be your challenge. So 2 chapters a day challenge. Are you in it? Okay, we are going to study 2 chapters a day. One chapter can be difficult, another chapter can be easy, but we will definitely do it. This is a challenge. And then the second thing, you have to be consistent as well. It's not like, okay, one day I accepted the challenge, I did it, the second day I do not do it. No, every single day, my dear children, when you do it, you do not even realize that you are covering up chapters. So within 2 days, you have actually covered 4 chapters, 2 chapters a day, and you don't even realize about that. So make sure you start off preparation earlier itself. Do not wait for your examination, because it would be what you call too much headache for you at the end. Okay, so that's the first mistake that you should avoid. The second mistake is out there, which is focusing more on easy chapters with low weightage. So what do children do is that there's an easy chapter which I love. Okay, the chapter is something that I love, and I'll put my 100% for that chapter. I'll give you 3 days. And the marks that it gives is what also? 3, my dear children. Do you think it's worth it? Obviously no. Listen, you need to understand that thing, that sometimes the chapters can be difficult, but if it is of high weightage, then please prioritize that first. So suppose you complete the difficult task before, you will be tension free later on, my dear children. And I'll tell you one more very important thing. So for an easy chapter, you gave 3 days. Try to give 3 days for a difficult chapter as well. I'm pretty sure you will cover it. The more the time that you give to yourselves, my dear children, you will try to fill that time up. That is Murphy's law. So Murphy's law says that whatever time you give, you try to fill it up. It becomes, you need more and more and more of it. So don't do that. Next time, when you make up this challenge, when you take up this particular challenge, my dear children, take a difficult chapter, give yourselves these many days. Minimum. Don't give yourself the maximum days. The minimum amount of days that you might need for covering up that chapter. And that's all. And cover it up, and you will definitely do it, because you are in a challenge mode. Okay, so this is a thing that you need to do. And the easy chapters, we can do it slowly. Okay, easy chapters with low weightage. So you have to look for the chapter weightage, otherwise it's of no use. Whatever you're studying, you're spending 3 days for 3 marks, not worth it at all. Okay, now before I go ahead, I have to talk about the mistake number 3, which is what? Ignoring NCERT and referring multiple books. As I said, it's a waste of time. Your board examination is strictly linked to NCERT. You need to cover NCERT, my dear children. That's your primary target. Now, if at all you think that I am getting stuck while reading NCERT, I am not able to understand NCERT, watch a one-shot video. In this channel itself, we have given so many one-shot videos. Social studies videos are going to end, my dear children. Maths have started. Physics is already there. What are you waiting for? Start off. Abhi nahi karoge to kab karoge? Right, this is the question that we ask generally. So in the month of November, you have your pre-boards. Probably some of you might have your pre-boards, or in December, you might have your pre-board. If you start off now, it will be very, very easy for you to be relaxed during that particular time. You can enjoy your Diwali vacations as well. Just focus on one chapter a day during Diwali vacation, but at least do something out there. Have that in your head that I have to cover it. I'm going to read NCERT. If I'm getting stuck with NCERT, I am going to refer to a one-shot video. And after watching a one-shot video, I always say have a summary, 1-page summary being made. I'll tell you, this 1-page summary that you are making now is very useful for you during day before your examination, for you to refer. And one study session would be incomplete if at all you are not solving the previous year question. There are so many books around it. Okay, even Oswald. Okay, if at all you have Oswald, there is concept-wide questions out there. You study your chapters, you solve the PYQs. That's all. And then you're more confident. Now I know, because I'll tell you, in boards there are chances that the concepts could be repeated again and again and again. So if you get a hold of these concepts, my dear children, you would be able to ace your examination. So while you read the NCERT, if at all you get getting stuck, what do you have to do? Watch the one shot video. Now after watching the one shot video or after referring to the NCERT, the first thing that you need to do is solve the previous year question, because you get to understand what are the most repeated topics out there. Can you do it? And that's how we complete the whole thing. And in between all of this, make sure you're making the one-page summary as well. This is going to help you really, really well. Before I go ahead with mistake number 4, I want to ask this question. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, subscribe to it right now, because it is very, very important. I'm telling you, this channel is in growing stage. But the teachers that are there in this particular channel, I'm pretty sure they're going to help you really, really well in your board examination. They are going to make sure that you will get 100 on 100 out there. So we believe in ourselves. You also try to believe in us and subscribe to the channel right now. Now going ahead with mistake number 4, which is not analyzing the previous year papers. I told you in every study session you have to use these previous year papers. If you study everything equally, my dear children, what will happen? Not everything is going to come. Okay, not everything is going to come. You are going to become a fool. I told you. It's not about doing more, it's about doing things in a right way. So what's the best way of understanding what questions could come? That is the previous year question papers. So only, even if you study everything, but only few concepts are going to get repeated, and that is what you get to know from the previous year question papers. So please try solving previous year question papers. You will get an understanding of it. You are going to do smart work along with hard work this time. That is mistake number 4. Now, my dear children, what is the mistake that probably you did in your half yearly and you're realizing it right now? If at all there is some realization like that, let me know in the comment section that, ma'am, yes, I did this mistake. And if at all you do not know my name is Jasmine Joy. And you can call me JJ, ma'am, you can talk to me. I love talking to children out there. So put down the comment section, tell that, ma'am, this happened, this is the query. I will try to fix it up. Okay, in my limits, whatever is possible in my limits, I'll definitely do it. So please make sure you do it. Now going ahead with the last mistake out there, no analysis after half yearly, and this is very, very important. You have got the paper, you got your scores. Now, if you're not going through your half yearly paper properly, you will not get to understand where did you actually do the mistake while presentation. Some people are there who put in 100% efforts, but when it comes to answer writing, they mess it up. So you need to understand which chapter you lost your marks in. You will get to know that when you refer to your question, your answer sheet out there. Did you actually present your answers properly? Did you do it? Did you use pointers? Did you use subheadings? Did you mention part A, part B, part C? Did you make diagrams whenever it was needed? Did you underline the key terms? If at all you didn't do it, if you had a proper handwriting or not, if at all you didn't do all of these things, you might be losing your marks there. So whenever we solve PYQs, make sure you're writing the answers. In at least the key points could be enough. You don't need to add the entire thing. Write the key points so that you have an idea, okay, this is how I need to frame my answers. Okay, and was it a conceptual mistake or a silly mistake? Sometimes we mostly do silly mistakes, and silly mistakes mostly arise. Why? Because we are panicked about the time. The time is running, I have to fill my paper, I have to complete my paper. So whenever, as I said, everything is linked to what? Practicing. So whenever you practice PYQ, put a timer out there and then only solve the questions. So you get to understand that I can avoid silly mistakes if I am right on the track of time. You get it? So that is one very important thing that I want to tell. If it's conceptual mistakes, obviously we have to work around our concepts. And how can we do that? As I said, NCERT. Then if at all it is not working, you are one shot. But then reading NCERT after that also is very important. You have to anyway go through your NCERT. There is nothing that is going to come out of your NCERT. Please understand that. Okay, and then the previous year question. So that is how you make your concept strong. And how do you avoid silly mistakes? By practicing it. Not practicing silly mistake, but by practicing writing your answers properly. So they get to understand this is the time that I have and this is how I need to finish my examination. So these are the things that I wanted to tell you, and if you accumulate all of it, then these are the points that we discussed. There are 5 reasons that probably you didn't score well in your half yearly, but there is no one in this world who can stop you from scoring full on full in your pre-board examination if you have the determination that, ma'am, yes, I will definitely give my best. So if you have the determination, what do you have to do? Type it in the comment section that I will give my best. Can you do that? Yes? So that's all for now. I do not want to take much of your time. I loved having this particular video. I hope you also loved having me over here talking about the mistakes, and I hope you don't love these mistakes and you don't repeat it as well. Okay? So that's all. Wishing you all the best, my dear children. Lots and lots of love. Take care of yourselves and be happy. Bye-bye. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button right now if at all you have not done it.